Okay, everyone, we're going to be looking at some subtractions using money. So we're going to start at the moment on pence and think about everything that we know about pence. So I'm going to write a number sentence first. Okay, it's always really important you've written out your number sentence so you can see and you know what you're actually taking away. So first here we've got 78 pence and we are taking away 13 pence. So this is how much money I had before. I'm subtracting this much money. Maybe I have spent this. And so I'm taking it off what I had before. So thinking about the different ways that you all know how to subtract. We could use resources. We could use number lines counting backwards from 78. We could also think of column subtraction. For me, column subtraction is the easiest as long as you know your tens and your ones. Now that's a really important thing because we always talk about place value, tens and ones. So looking at these numbers, tens, ones. So 7 tens is 70, 8 ones is 8, 78. So we're taking away 1 10 and 3 ones. So we're taking away 13. Now the really important thing is, I know it's another important thing, I hear you saying it to me now. We've got the numbers, when you're subtracting, really super important where you put these numbers. Because the biggest number in subtraction always goes at the top. Can you all repeat that to me? The biggest number in subtraction always goes at the top. Yes, I can hear you saying it to me. Fantastic. So, which is the biggest number? Of course, the biggest number is here because I'm taking that away from that. So, I'm going to put here 78. All right, so I'm putting here a little line so I know I'm working with subtraction. Line up the numbers. So here I've got tens, here I've got ones. So this is a 10. I can see it here, so I'm going to put the 10 underneath here. And the 3, I'm going to put it underneath the ones there, the 8 ones. All right. So now I could use resources for this part if I need to. So I've got 8. And I'm taking away 3. So 8, take away 3. So I've put up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got my 8 fingers. Now I'm taking away the 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. What have I got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 8 take away 3 is 5. Fantastic. Looking at this one now, we've got 7. 7, and we're taking away 1. So 7 tens take away 1 10. So if I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I'm going to put them back out and I'm taking away one of those tens. So I'm going to put this one down. Okay, so this is the amount I've got left. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So our answer, 78, take away 13, is 65. 6 tens, 5 ones. I'm going to write it here now, remembering I'm working with money. So I'm going to write pence, because that's a really important part. We remember we're working with money. So, moving on. Now, this is something super duper important now, and it gets a little tricky here. Before we go on to that one, let's have a practice one. I'm going to write a number sentence for you here. In your journals, I want you guys to see if you can have a go at this. £97. Take away 24 pence. Have a go of that in your pink journals for me. Okay then, so back to the hard work. So we've got 9 tens and 7 ones. So I know that you all know that must be, if I was thinking 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, because we're counting in tens. So 9 tens is 90, so I know that's 97. So if I know that's 97, I know you all know that that must be 2 tens, 10, 20, 24. So which is the biggest number? I hope you're not tricking me. It must be this one. It's got 9 tens in it. Okay. So it goes at the, where does it go? Yeah, goes at the top. The biggest number always goes at the top in subtraction. So I'm going to do this. I know I need to put this underneath. Being careful where to put it. Have to make sure it's lined up with the tens are here and the ones. So 2 tens and 4 ones. Okay, like this. So I'm taking away. So if we're taking the little wickle 4 away from the 7. So I know I start with 7 because it's the top number. And I'm taking away, oh, there he is, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at what I've got left. 1, 2, 3. So 7 take away 4 is 3. Great job. Then I've got here my 9 tens. Take away my 2 tens, okay? So you can still use your fingers even though they're tens, because we know that each one of these is going to represent a 10. That's fine. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So here is my 9 tens and I'm taking away 2. So here we go. 1, 2. What have we got left? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what's the next one? 6, 7. I was just testing you all there. So here is 7 tens and 3 ones. 73. Well done, you guys. So now, everyone, I'm going to show you something that's a little bit more trickier, but I know you can handle it. You're all amazing. So if I've got this number, so pretend I have got 50 pence. Okay, I'm going to the shop and my mum has given me 50 pence. And at the shop, I spend 23 pence out of my 50 pence. So remember the process. The biggest number, which one is it? There you go, that's right, that's the 5 tens. Okay, so the biggest number goes at the top, so we know that. So I'm going to pop it right at the top here. Biggest at the top, so 50, brilliant. And here's my 50 pence, and I spent this. Now this is when it gets just a little bit tricky, but I think you guys can handle this. Okay. Now this is a common mistake that people will make. So a lot of children think, okay, I'm going to take the 3 from the 0, that means I've got 3. No, my friends. If you have got nothing, how can you take 3 away from it? It's just not possible. But you need to take it from this total. So think of it as a whole total, not just the ones there. So what I'm going to do, 3 away from 0, I can't do it. I'm going to think about going to the party next door. And this is called regrouping. It's when we're taking away from the 10s and giving it to the 1s. So I'm going to cross that out. So we had 5 and we're going to take 1 10 away. So that leaves us 4. So I'm going to write my new number here. Okay? And that 10 I've just taken away, I'm going to give it to the party here. What's this new number? New number, 110 and a 0. Of course, it's, there you go, put that down. That makes it a bit better, doesn't it, to see? 10, of course it is. So now I've got 10 and I'm taking away 3. So here's my 10 fingers and I'm taking away 1, 2, 3. What have we got now? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this little pinky here, 7. So I know here I've got 7 1s. Now we've got this 4. So we're taking the 2 away from the 4. So easy days, my friends. You can do that because the biggest number is at the top. So 4 10s and we're taking away 2 10s. So 1 10, 2 10. And we've got how many left? Yes, that's right. It is 2 10s left. So the answer is I spent 23 pence and now I have got left 27 and I've remembered to put pence on the end of my number sentence. I'm going to ask you guys to have a go at this one. Now remember, it's really important. If this number up here is less than this one, you can't do it. You can't take a bigger number away from a smaller number, so you have to pop to the party next door to borrow one of their friends, okay? So you are exchanging from here and you're giving him back to here. Then you can do it because now this is bigger than this one. Okay, so I'm going to ask you to do this problem. Let's see how much you guys have listened. Are you ready? So I would like you to go to the shop with, I'm going to let you have 70 pence. Okay? And you're going to spend, let's have a look how much you're going to spend. 34 pence. So go to the shop. Remember, bigger number at the top, smaller number underneath. Oh, do you know what I just thought as well? Naughty Mrs. Williams, I didn't put the subtraction mark in there. That's really important, the symbol. It just helps us to remember what we are doing. Bigger number at the top, smaller underneath. Think about these. Think about taking that bigger number away from a smaller. You can't do it. Gonna have to go to next door's party. Have a go. I'm gonna come round and have a look at how you're getting on.